Hi there, this is Shane Pearson from Design Your Life Coaching, and in this video I'm going to guide you through a very useful and effective breathing technique known as the box breathing technique. Now this technique is going to put you back in control of your stress response, and the value of that is in the modern day living, our stress response is our fight or flight response. So when we get stressed or when our stress response is triggered, our body is being primed to run or fight for its life. We are literally being creating the biochemistry in our body with the stress hormones and more to run or fight for our lives, or to be more aggressive, to run faster and hit harder. And it's also priming your brain to be more survival oriented. And it's your mind is thinking, how can I survive for the next 5 minutes rather than for the next 50 years? So it's not really appropriate a lot of the time to stay stressed, and it's not healthy. So this puts you more back in the driving seat of you. So how we do it, how does it work, is we're going to use a measured rhythmical breath where we inhale, and we're going to hold our inhale before we exhale. And when we bring a rhythm to the breath, it sends a signal to our nervous system to turn off the stress response and to bring us back into what's called the rest and digest state, or the parasympathetic nervous system arousal. So I want to not just show this to you, I want you to do this with me. So even before we do it together, quickly check in with yourself and just become aware of how you're feeling, your mental state, perhaps how you're breathing, and where is your body tense or not. And then there's a few things I want you to remember. I want you to breathe through your nose, breathing into the nose, I should say. And I want you to breathe out through your mouth. And we're going to do that to the count of 4. So we're going to breathe into the count of 4, making sure that you breathe for the 4 seconds or the 4 counts off that breath. And then we're going to hold that for 4 seconds, or for a count of 4, before we exhale to the count of 4. And then we hold that exhale to the count of 4 before repeating the cycle. So the reason it's called box breathing is if we were to draw it, it would look like this. Breathing in, 4 seconds, holding, 4 seconds, holding, 4 seconds, before repeating the cycle. Very simple, but let's do it together so that you can get an experience now of what it does for you. And hopefully you'll have enough of an experience to make you curious and get you out practicing it for yourself. And then you can practice it. I would suggest or recommend you try and do this at least once a day, but also then to use it when you feel yourself stressed, whether you're stuck in traffic, or you're about to do a presentation, or you just had an argument, whatever it is, and then hack your own nervous system to turn off your stress response. Okay, so let's learn to do it first. So let's do it together for a few minutes. So if I'm speaking, you're breathing out, 2, 3, 4, and in. Hold. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And let me just check in with you now. We'll want to do this for a little longer. So if that feels like too long for you, you can practice doing to the count of 3 instead of 4, and you can find your own rhythm. So 4 is usually a nice starting point. reduce it if you need to, if your breath isn't able for that. It's important to be able to hold on the exhale for those few seconds. You may get a bit of a response, oh, I need to breathe. That's okay. Try and just build up the confidence in yourself that it's okay. You're only going to be not breathing for 4 seconds, but your body may be going, gasping for air. But you're going to build up this trust. You're taking control of your breathing. Okay, so let's start again. I'm breathing. Yeah, I'm speaking, so you're breathing out. 2, 3, 4, and in. Hold. Out. Hold. 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 And we'll just breathe in together for the last round. Hold. Out. Hold. And now I just want you to allow your breath to find its own rhythm. Allow your body, if you have relaxed now, to just find out what breathing feels right for you. I also want you now to check in again on yourself. How do you feel? What's your mental state like right now? Where are your thoughts? Is there a difference between how you're feeling and thinking right now compared to just a few minutes ago before we started the exercise? I've done this with over 1,000 people by now, and the general response is that people feel calmer, more relaxed. You may even feel a little bit sleepy. That's okay. You can get back to a more energetic pace after this, but with practice you will feel more energized and nice, calm, constant energy rather than sleepy, but it may take a while. Okay, so the important thing here is that you have not just listened, you've tried it out for yourself. You might as well watch cartoons as not tried it out for yourself. But if you've tried it out for yourself, I'm hoping that you got enough of a shift in just, I think, probably 3 minutes there. From your current state, which probably wasn't overly stressed anyway. Perhaps you had a more relaxed rest and digest state compared to some of the more stressy ways we can operate during the day. So if so, I really want you to practice this. Ideally, we recommend you do this at least once a day for about 4 to 5 minutes. Great before going to sleep at night. Also great when you wake up in the morning before you start the day. Look for opportunities when you are stressed in the day to use this to calm yourself down. If you suffer from things like anxiety, etc., try and catch the rise in stress early and use this to bring it back down again before it gets too high. That's when it can be feel harder to tackle your stress and your anxiety. Okay? And if you have any questions, please drop them in our comment box or contact us and ask us, and we'll try and get that back to you. And there will be other resources shared and other breathing techniques shared on the website. So do check in as we add them and see what's already there. Okay, best luck, and I really encourage you. This is one of the things I would not be without in my life, just to get through the daily challenges and to deal with the daily stresses in life. So best luck. I hope it's been useful, and thank you for your time and thank you for your attention, and stay well, be well.